Good morning. It's Tuesday morning. Another weather discussion here. Well, the pattern change is underway now. We can all see that. It's cold outside. It's going to stay cold outside through most of the month of March. I mean, obviously, there'll be a few warmer days mixed in, but definitely below normal temperatures for March. We have a very stormy pattern across the entire United States. Our region, I'm looking at next week now for a storm. Now, when I say storm, I want to make it clear. I mean, it's hard to forecast for my backyard and everybody else's backyard. But when I say I'm looking at a storm, it means somewhere in the eastern third of the country. So not even eastern third, somewhere in the northeast, because that's really everybody who checks in here will see something. And that doesn't always mean that it's going to be snow where we are, but I'm trying to show you guys what I look at long term, because it's nothing's a guarantee when you're looking at something over a week away. And usually, as I get within say 5 days, I'll try to make a prediction. Like I tried to make a prediction for Wednesday, and it didn't turn out correct. I mean, that's going to happen. Hopefully I get more right than I get wrong. That you guys be the judge of that. But let's take a look at this pattern. We have high pressure in control, a lot of cold air. Oh. So going to the next rest of the week here, you can see snow showers. Here's my Wednesday storm going out to sea, come through the area. So coating maybe to an inch of snow, light snow, like I said. Wednesday, very cold air. Friday, we have a huge high pressure system here just funneling in Arctic air. So this is the 32-degree line, this red line. So everybody's below freezing on Friday. And look at this. This is 1 o'clock Friday. It gets even colder. So very cold temperatures to end this week. Nobody's going to be enjoying themselves outside. That's for sure. Then we have to focus on early next week. So as we head into, let's see here, into Monday, we have a low pressure system that's going to be developing in the central part of the country, and that's due to a storm that's going to be coming off the Pacific Ocean. If you remember, I talked about that yesterday. Now, it's important to understand the dynamics behind this storm. So basically, here what our storm would be down here. All this red, this is a big Arctic high pressure system. Okay, so you have a storm with tropical moisture or subtropical moisture running into an Arctic high. So warm air rises over cold air. Think of it as a cold dome. And eventually it's going to displace some of this warm air, but it takes time. So the question is, where does this displace the warm air? Well, according to the GFS models, you can see it starts off as snow for most areas of our region. It then changes to ice for northern Jersey, rain South Jersey, and then redevelops and gives New England a decent snowstorm. Now, we've seen this situation happen a lot this year. Usually what happens is in a situation like this, northwestern Jersey, you'll see snow to ice, central Jersey, snow to a little bit of ice to rain, South Jersey, rain, New England gets a decent snowfall. That's probably what's going to end up happening. But again, it all depends on how strong is this high pressure ahead of the storm. The stronger that is, the further south this storm will redevelop. And potentially, it's not out of the question that North Jersey could see snow out of this on late Monday, early Tuesday. So we'll have to keep an eye on this system for our area. But I'm pretty confident this system will occur. It's just a matter of where that rain-snow line sets up, where that thermal gradient between warm and cold air sets up between the Arctic high and the warm air. So moving on from that period, I want to go now. We're really getting outside the forecast, the predictable range. So let's take a look at the overall pattern. So moving through that period, okay, watch what happens on the west coast here. You can see a ridge will start to pop up again. So anytime I see a ridge on the upswing, a trough on the downswing, you say, okay, there could be a storm on the east coast. Now again, this is speculating now. I'm just trying to show you guys what I look at. But this would be late next week into the following week. We have to watch for potential mischief along the east coast, and I'll keep updating that as time goes on. But you can see that trough clearly becomes developed, and as we go through the rest of the period, now we're going to March 7th, March 8th, you can see that trough only intensifies. So this is my whole thesis here, and the models agree with me, and you'll see a lot of other forecasters be talking about this too. It's going to be a cold March. I mean, 2 weeks ago, we started discussing the reasons why. There's going to be a split flow in the jet stream, active pattern, and we're starting to see that evolve. Now, if you like snow, you just got to be patient for the big storms because they're hard to develop, but I still think that this winter will produce one more big one along the East Coast. And that doesn't count what we're going to see next Monday. That's going to be a moderate event, and maybe some decent accumulations up in New England. But we'll keep an eye on it. Thanks for checking in. That's all for today, and keep coming to Weather Willie blog spot for the latest long-term updates.